Pablo.
Lunchy.
Carlos.
And Axel.
Welcome to Quatro.
4 people.
4 topics.
Opinion.
No, why do I look at you like you're gonna Why do I look at you like you can save me? Every time.
Just validation seeking behavior. Like,
no, I look at him like I'm on a life raft and he just looks at me with black eyes and I'm like, there's no way to go from here. Oh my freaking
doll's
hell.
eyes, Chief. What do we got, Ax?
We should have practiced that.
We need to practice it every week.
Oh, are we keeping that?
We forget. Oh yeah, definitely
are we?
keeping it.
I guess.
Yeah,
You know
we're
what,
keeping it.
Okay.
guys, listeners, we keep it
Welcome.
real. We keep it real, okay? If we mess
Keep it
up,
real.
you get to
Welcome,
hear it.
everybody.
You get to suffer as much as
I
we
feel
do.
like I pressed an odd button too.
The gauntlet.
Yeah, I think the gauntlet got pressed.
Oh, it's so funny. So
Okay.
funny. Oh, all right. So head in the game. Head in the game.
What do we got, Ax?
Do this
All right,
axe.
so we're going to be talking about marriage and about being faithful and what that looks like, and then the morality behind cheating and like how we feel about that. So I was just reading this on Reddit and it said, I was just asked by a married woman to be her first non-marriage experience in 20 years and to come see her at her hotel tomorrow after she leaves her conference. She asked me to take her on a date and then to have sex with her. She says she hates her husband. I am torn because she is hot, but my conscience knows it's wrong. We talked tonight and she has been married for 20 years, has multiple kids. She seems very kind, but says he beats her and she is scared to leave the marriage. We met at a bar last week while she was with sisters. She gave me a work email and then called me tonight at random saying she wants me to come see her. Thoughts?
For one,
So many.
be smart with the partner that you choose.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
put
yeah.
put a lot of thought into it. Ask a lot of questions. Never just dive straight
how
into.
do you ascertain that
you know.
knowledge, though?
If it's a hookup
Ask
or if
questions.
it's a relationship,
People,
you know?
you wouldn't believe.
we need to build the basis for this. Is this just a hookup?
Well, it sounds like she just wants to meet up for
Okay.
sex.
All right. Well, that
But at the
nullifies part
same
of that
time-
equation.
Because there's this whole argument
complicated,
that she
isn't
it? It is
hates. Well, she hates her husband. This is what she has said. I've met people like this before, right? Where they are not happy sexually in the relationship that they're involved in. You know.
Yeah.
Now they're.
Oh, you're saying she's making it up?
that he beats her?
Yeah.
Well, we
No,
can't-
I
we
don't know
can't
about
tell.
that.
Yeah, we
That's
can't
like
tell.
an unknown for me because I've never met anyone who gets beaten. So that's kind of fucked up, and it definitely shouldn't be on. But like I've met people that want something outside of their, realm of
Yeah, that they're not getting
taboo,
within the
you know?
relationship. They're not fulfilled within the sexual side of the relationship.
Yeah. And the problem is that those kind of excuses, they flow freely when you're trying to justify
Yeah.
sleeping with someone else. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, the conversation just starts like, innocently enough. It's just talking about the partners, and then it's like, oh, I'm not happy about this, I'm not happy about that, and then it's like, fuck.
I mean, what
Just-
would you do if you were faced with that situation? So this guy says, I sort of read down and he's also going through a bit of a messy divorce. Is that the right time to be throwing in complications? Because you don't know where it could escalate to. Imagine husband finds out. If husband is violent, then you're dealing with divorce and weirdo. And like, is it worth it?
She's hot though.
She's hot. She's hot.
Yes. I mean, the fact that he mentioned
I'd probably
that-
run the gauntlet
Would
on
you?
that one.
Yeah, but
I reckon.
well, yeah.
But I would try to leave no strings attached.
Okay,
Yeah,
so just
you know.
keep it strictly hookup and
Yeah.
she's an adult.
enter into that agreement with her, like this is the situation and this
Yeah.
is what I'm prepared to do, and then I split and I'm gone.
Yeah.
Right? What about you, Lunchy?
It's something I think.
About frequently.
Bro,
I'm projecting.
look, here's the thing. He's talking about conscience. That's
yeah,
interesting.
it's kind of
to
not
me.
sitting well with him.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty good indicator, I think. Like, if your conscience is saying there's something wrong here, we should listen to our own gut instincts, right?
Yeah.
Adversely, if he was completely fine with that and it sounded like a good idea, you might have a connection with the person, right? Go hard. Listen
Yeah,
to your
yeah.
body. I think we look at this. See, here we go. Okay, you've opened up a can of worms. I don't see a problem with things unfolding the way that they unfold, and they argue universe, argue synchronicity, whatever you want to argue, right? But if your conscience is saying no, just listen.
Yeah.
Because
He felt the need to put that in there.
Yeah, I'm wary of what I can contribute to this.
So
okay?
let's just take stock. What he said is that he feels like his conscience is in the way, right? But he also said that she said that he beats her. So it's kind of like,
Yeah, what conscience is it?
yeah, what
See,
conscience
if I'm-
is
Or is
that?
that something she just
yeah,
says?
so is this, you did ask, like, see, here's the problem. I'm going to be really honest, right? If that was the truth, and you know that in a conversation, you can determine whether people are being honest with you or not if you spend enough time with people.
Yeah.
I would be the kind of person that I'm having sex with that person, but not only that, I'm then planning on how to protect that person with that person.
That's
Because
where the
I wanna-
complication
Yeah, that's
comes in
what
there.
you were
right?
saying. That's
I
when it
would
now gets-
love to just dismantle the parts of that. I love to be that destructive person that can be helpful.
I see what you mean, and I get what you
Yeah.
mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
I
want to
understand that
be
mentality.
dragged into someone else's manifest drama when I have my own life that I'm taking care of. Taking on another person, even for a one night stand. Imagine, God forbid, there's a pregnancy from that. Imagine husband finds out. Imagine. Your life can get really complicated really fast. Just one mistake,
Yeah, but
one
she's really
error.
hot.
And I just, I don't mind the whole consenting adults. If you're two consenting adults, it's fine. But I'm of the mind that she should then let the husband know. So husband needs to be informed so that
Yep.
if you've made a
but then
commitment
she
to that
might
person,
get beaten, right?
yeah, but that's if she is.
Yeah,
If
but
you've
we have
made
to
a
assume.
pledge, to someone, you need to honor that promise to that person unless you're both on the same page about, being polyamory and stuff like that. Like, I don't have an issue with polyamory, but I will never do it if my partner's not okay with it. Never in a million years. If the marriage itself is totally dysfunctional and breaking down, she needs to just be patient and just get her ducks in a row and get it done properly. Make sure she's safe. Make sure the kids are safe.
But see,
end things, and then look for a good time.
like if you take precautions and the situation is that they're both going through what appears to be a separation, might just be what both of them need,
Yeah.
and maybe we're just reading way too much into it. Like, how did these people meet? They're probably on a dating website anyway.
Yeah, they
you know
were
what
at
I
a
mean?
bar. So she
At
was
a bar.
out with her sisters, and he
But
was.
maybe this is why he beats her. Because she's a slut.
Maybe that's what she does. No, that's what I'm saying.
Christ.
Well,
Maybe not the slut thing, but maybe that's what her AMO is. Hi, I've been in a long-term relationship. I'm unsatisfied. He beats me. Will you sleep with me and be my first? We don't know if that's a repeated request.
Behavior,
Because to be honest, the people that I've met that like reflect this type of behaviour, that's not the first time they've done it.
No.
It's not the first time, and it
And
won't be the
also,
last time.
I'm a therapist. It takes a while for people to say, my husband beats me, or, if they're genuinely broken. You don't just sit at a bar and go, oh, my husband slapped me around, do you want to have sex? Like, I don't know. To say that to someone you've just met, it just rings, I don't know, exhibitionist bell.
Yeah,
I
but-
don't know. Like,
She's really hot. Oh, that's a tough one, man.
It is a tough one.
That's a tough one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I would want to have I would want to have like video footage, and I'd want to see this whole thing go down like a reality TV show.
Like Pornhub.
Like her come into the bar. Oh, well, maybe. Like her come into the bar, her with her sisters, what they're discussing, like a reality TV show. I feel like if we could see that whole
foundation covering the black eye.
everything. Oh, yeah, exactly. And then rewind to her applying the makeup to make a black eye. Like, you don't know the levels that people
That's
will
right.
go to get poontang. Like,
Dude,
we don't
this
know.
That's a really, really interesting circumstance, right? And what it's brought me pause to reflect on is like every situation, no matter how similar, is totally unique.
Yeah.
That is, you know,
All right, so let's pretend.
This is one
Let's
of-
pretend.
Like fingerprints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's pretend that she is really unhappy. It's been 20 years. This man only knows one position and he comes in 3 minutes. He doesn't know what a clitoris is. And she's fully depressed. She's got 6 kids by this guy. He's never home. When he is home, he smacks her around. Let's imagine that's the scenario. She really does have a really, really awful time. And she's met this guy and the stars align and he seems to be her perfect type.
oh, fine.
So then what is your opinion based on those
Absolutely
parameters?
fine. Absolutely fine.
Carlos.
That's like the golden ticket that you've just explained there. you know?
Yeah. It's
But everything has to
terms
fall
of
in
a
line.
hookup, yeah, for her not
Well,
so
this is what I
much.
said, right? What the universe is creating. Go on.
I know that's the parameters, but I'm a prevention would have been the best.
But she's
the
hard.
best outcome here.
Prevention for who?
if she because
If she was a better wife.
I'm like
I'm listening
and
internally.
I think like to a degree everyone needs to be responsible for their decisions.
Yeah.
You know, and she's gone this far down this road with this guy, where she's now in a position where she's getting beaten up every day. Like, you know, I just kind of think, you know, because I want people out there to be smart when they choose a partner. You have to be smart.
Yeah, but what are you saying? That she should just
I'm saying that
stick to her guns, and because that's the decision that she made? Is that what you're saying? Or
No. I'm going back to prevention. I'm winding back the clock a little bit.
Right.
Before, you know, this situation.
People
this,
are
the
not intelligent sometimes, right? That
Yeah,
makes
that's pretty
yeah,
much
choices.
the rule of thumb I go by.
So I can talk from the perspective of the spouse with a partner.
Yeah,
that was
'cause
not
you don't-
good.
you
So
don't
I was
know.
married 20 years, almost 20 years. In my case, so obviously I'm transgender. I was female then, representing female.
Yeah.
I couldn't get away. I couldn't escape. There was so much financial abuse that I was down to zero every Friday. I had nothing.
But also,
And
you said that you were only
there
with
was-
him for a short time.
Very
Before
short
you
time,
got
a year and a
married, right?
half, and then we were married. Yeah,
So, like-
and religious. So like it was, we were pushed into it. So there was emotional abuse, there was alienation, there was financial abuse, emotional abuse. There was a lot of sexual dysfunction in that marriage, horrible dysfunction, and so I know what it is to be the spouse that's trapped. And it's not easy to divorce. It's not just simple, especially when there's kids or properties or finances involved. And even in that marriage, I never cheated. I never broke that promise to be faithful to that person.
How hard or easy would it have been to cheat, though?
I had a lot of guys want to be with me. So
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
I was
And-
known as
and-
diva. I was a performing artist. I wore 1950s gorgeous boob tube dresses, and I had a lot of men want me, and I never cheated.
There wasn't the temptation?
Oh yeah, but I never cheated.
Okay.
Yeah, there were a lot of connections, but I wouldn't break that promise I had made.
Well,
And
more power
only
to
once
you.
Solid,
I had
solid.
More power
yeah,
to
only
you.
once I had separated from this person and said I am no longer interested, I was then free to see other people. But even then, I didn't rush. I ended up falling in love with a very dear friend, which was so unexpected and beautiful. And she's been the right person for me. But yeah, I think if you can't escape and you can't stay faithful, then fine. If that's how you're going to cope, fine, because not everyone's the same. But I just know from my personal experience, I couldn't do
But
it.
no, Carlos, I think we definitely read you on that one. Be careful
Just be
Who you
careful.
choose.
Careful,
Right.
be mindful.
Yeah, that's pretty
But-
much my
yeah.
main.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Because
Ask questions.
lifelong commitment.
Ask questions.
All right, guys.
More questions. There's no such
Super.
thing as too many questions.
Sober moment.
Thanks for
Till
coming,
next
everyone.
time.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Cheers.
tuning in.
Like and subscribe.